is to create a Next.js. Like me now, I named my own AI mode. You can name it anything, open it to your folder, your VS Code here. So let's initialize the Next.js application. The shortcut to open this terminal is Ctrl G. Now let's see npx create next. Sorry, next. Normally we would say add latest. But let me just put it. Let me just give it a version so that we pick up next time. So initialize it right now. And we'll press enter. Right, once you press enter, everything will begin. Alright, so after you do that, next thing you need to do is so now you want to use TypeScript type. So just follow this what I'm about to show you this. If you would like to use the with CSS, yes. Would you like your code inside an SRC directly? Yes. Just follow everything that I'm doing here. App router, yes. To Webpack, yes. Import videos, do not compromise this one. Let you just leave this on by default. Go on, no. Very nice. It will install all the packages that we need. All the packages and all the folders, as you can see here. It's installing them. So, you can see that. So while it's doing all that, we'll head over to ChatCN. We'll head over to ChatCN because ChatCN is what will give us all the components that we'll see on the front end. So let's give us all the components. Let's see. And this one will just to make it easier for us, like okay, let's like button now. Let's say the button. We need to create it from scratch. Just paste this code here, right? To our terminal here. Paste this code here. Paste this code to our terminal, and then that's it. The npm terminal. See, once you paste this, all the button components that ChatCN has will just come. You can see how blocks, chats, template, themes, colors, and so if you never use Next.js, but don't worry, I'll just follow up right now. But you will need the basics, yeah. If you need the basics, just let me know in the comments. If you're following this, just let me know, and I can show you a tutorial and guide you through the basics. So, anything that's 106 packages, four packages from the just general colors, general, that's what the whole, the global product itself. Just CSS, really by the theme, the entire background, the kind of media, the fonts, so I don't really want to. Let's say we want to use a button now. But later, but we don't really, I don't really want to. Every time I want an accordion, every time I want an avatar, every time I want a badge or alert, I have to come and keep them one by one. So I don't want to do that. So instead of doing that, I can just do it in a way that I can just impute some codes that will make me use all of them all at once. You understand? So instead of coming back one by one. So let's open up the terminal. So I'm saying just anything text. That's it. Then like to you if you're going to let's say I want to add an accordion instead of interactive headings, that receive section the section of my content basically an accordion like an arrangement like see something like this. So let's say I want to put it automatically on the right now, so it has one of my components. Normally I'll come and put inner copy this, right? One by one, I'll just copy this and then I copy in this case. I want to add everything, that's everything you saw outside. Then I'll just copy this, just this, okay, I can add everything. So that's what's happening right now. It's trying to install, so let's finish installing and continue. So after I add all this, it writes a new file for me automatically, writing components.json, which is this file. As you can see, we're using shadetn for every component that we're using. go to another component file here, not the SRC, you can see that is the accordion, you can see the dialog, form, current, you can see that these are just forms you come and type one by one, but it's just I just prefer putting it more in since we're going to be using most of them anyway. But later on you'll see why. That's just the UI. This is UI folder. So another UI folder again. We don't need to update the code at all, to be honest. Okay, well, let me just show you how we can use it actually. Let me just give you a practical page. I just add the card. Oh, I'm importing from the component. Let's do this. So let's do it options. Yes. Consider everything that is inside the consider this button, right? Everything that is inside the button is visible. That's what's going to be on the home page, right? This is our home page. So all these things in this button here are the function of the button. Right? So we don't need to come and write the code over again. We can just import it here directly. So let's test it out and see if it's actually showing. Yeah. So as you can see so you can see that it's clicking button is right here. You don't think about this. I like to grab my scenes from a website called ClickCN, right? So it's a very good place. I like to select my theme as quick as possible. So let me just head over to Google. And I see tweaks here. This is just a partner of Shati. Mean for Shati, basically, they have all kinds of themes, like customizable things. Now let's go ahead and update the title of this application. Let's take source folder and head over to layout. This children is basically our application. So let's update the metadata, create the title, which is the title and the description. And say let the this is the name we're going to be using, and that's the AI powered medical assistant. But if grants don't get student good. Let's get HTML card page. Let's see available to episode. Description. Let's just leave everything as is right now. These are basic files, some fonts and all that. These are normal fonts here. We don't have to use this. These are the case sans as a font. To use it, the class name, surprise hydration warning, hydration warning. So you can be asking, how do we create different pages? So let's start creating different pages in PHP. So this is the about. Let's start with the about page. So by default, this is the home page because it's directly under the app folder, right? This is a special folder in Next.js. Let me try and create a folder first, then create an about folder. And then when I create an about folder inside under the app folder, I'm create a new file. And create, let's say, page.csx. Now to type it, so you can type rfc. Okay, now to get this, this is a React function, right? That it's automatic. In order to have this React function, you can download this extension. Extensions are very important. The extension that I use that uses this that enables me to have this rfc function. It's the ES7 or React. ES7 plus React. ES7 plus React Redux. This is already installed already. Install this is very important. So this is the about page. So now let's work on the security and the authentication. And we'll be using Clerk for this. So for this, we'll be using Clerk. Clerk is very good for authentication programs because it's very fast. I don't want to spend a lot of time working on authentication, so we can just use Clerk because Clerk has a lot of automatic components that we can use in Clerk. So when users sign in, it can be authenticated properly into the software, into the app. So like I said, you can see on the screen here, it's going to give us a lot of components. As you can see, I've been using it for a while. So for us to focus on application, let's just do it very fast because Click can give you a number of authentication requests for Google, sending OTP and all that. So I signed in with my Google account, you understand? Or you can sign up with your GitHub basically. So I'll just create applications. Email, you can have Google. You can add more, you can add a lot of things, you can add Atlassian, HubSpot, Coinbase, Discord. You can see that if I click GitHub right now, see that's added GitHub over here. And create Facebook as well. So email address, username, right? Should be that normal. So on my application, Mediwise, create application. And they have all kinds of SDKs, but today we're using Next.js. So we have this first command. So to install, let's just secure it. Then paste it. So now it has installed at 16 packages, right? Now let's go and create the .env file at the environment API keys. Copy this. Actually, let's take the root folder. Create the .env file. The root folder. Name it .env. Create the .env file. Then I can just paste the key. We have the verifiable key, and the secret key. And I'm going to create the middleware.cs file, which is this. Middleware.cs. Let's just keep it under SRC. Let's keep it under the source folder because we're using the source folder. Start. Yes. Then paste yeah, copy it, right? Paste. So go under the layout here. Wrap your this and click. Okay, so let's go on app. Let's put a back clip in. And let's see. Okay. Copy this. Tweak. Okay. Paste. So try to import it. It's doing this right because it's not imported yet. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this. I'll just copy all this. Right. This. Just we use TikTok as our cloud provider basically. So let's go back to our home page. Let's go let's delete this thing. No. Let's put this sign up button. That is coming from Next.js basically. Maybe suppose or not sure what component this is. Sign up. So you can see that this is the welcome to Mediwise. This is the sign up button. And correct that is for authentication is here as well. I know it's looking ugly right now, but we'll fix that later, don't worry. For now, when we click our sign up button, see it takes us to clerk. We can sign up with my account here. I'll sign up my account here. So when we head over to clerk, this clerk is very free, completely free to get started. You don't have to pay for anything. As you can see, there's been no users yet. But when let's say we sign up, let me continue. Let me sign up my Google account. Let's sign up my account. So you see that as I've signed up. As I signed up here, it's supposed to show here. Just yet fresh. You see that. So let's go and get the connection string for our database, which is going to be Postgres. So there you go. So let's work on our database basically. So Postgres, let's carry it from here. And let's Postgres faster. So now let us create our first AI voice agent that we're going to be using. So now let's create our AI voiceover, and our AI voiceover can be gotten from API. API is free to use, so you don't have to pay anything to follow up. So let's sign up on Copy. So, uh, so they give you 10 credits basically. So, create assistant. Assistant name that I say, so I'm calling Mr. Medi. See, that's customer support specialist, appointment scheduler, okay, feedback. What we do? First message, like hello, just Medi. Here to help assist you with any medical issues you may have, any and all medical issues you may have. So, so for our voice agent, we can actually come and just say next topic, copy assistant ID, and then we copy the. Remember, we copied the voice assistant. We copied the voice assistant ID from here. Then just paste it. And from there, so let's create our backend database in Postgres. Signing up to Neon. So basically, we're setting our Postgres database right now. We've done the voice agent, right? You know where we're getting our voice agent from. Let's go to our database, our Postgres database. So basically, name it Mediwise, of course. Routine, everything on it is AWS. Go take the region, file, description changing. Then I'll just say create project. And I'll just say connect to your database. And you give us a connection string. I'll be using Prisma later in video, right? So let's just select Prisma here. So it says if we're using a, you have to be careful. You can see that it's Prisma, but this is for the .mv. It's very important. So it's saying the average comment on comment next line that if you're using anything less than 5.10, you can copy this statement. But I'm using a version higher than that, so let's copy the first database URL. Come here, paste it in. Got our connection string. So later on, we'll set everything here with Prisma, of course, which we'll do it before, and I'll show you why and what it does. So I think this is it for this particular section. We set up the tailwind, we set up the Chatbot, we set up the Next.js. We have some components here, all of them coming from Chatbot. We have clear quantification done. UI is not really looking good, but that's okay. We're just starting, so we'll fix that as well. So let's create a GitHub repository for this work. Remember, I don't know if you know about GitHub. Let's go to my GitHub and tap on new. Use my own. So I just tap Mediwise. So description now here, it's public, it's just basic. You can just create repository and copy this.